some of the January 6 agitators were DC cops.
Mr. Reagan.
All right, now this is a story from June 9th that was published on PJ Media. This is by Victoria Taft. The headline is, Leaked Video Shows DC Cops Were Rioters and Instigators at January 6th Protest. And what's interesting is that this footage, it looks like it's about 2 months old, but it didn't really get any press attention. But yeah, apparently these agitators are DC cops. And, we always thought that these guys were feds, right? FBI. Everybody says Ray Epps was a Fed or was somehow hired by Nancy Pelosi or is somehow connected to intelligence agencies. And that may be true. There may be FBI agitators. Maybe there was some Antifa people in there. It's not clear who all the operators were, but now we know that at least a couple of people in there were DC cops. Now I'm going to show you the video in 1 minute and read this story. First, of course, I have to sell you something. Every day, it seems like we're inching ever closer to the apocalypse. Considering the disastrous policies of the current administration, it's terrifying to think what might happen if we get another 4 years. It's possible that the entire food supply chain could break down. So it's my personal view that we all need at least 3 months worth of food stocked up. Now, if you don't have that, you can go to preparewithmrreagan.com and get a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. And right now, they're offering this at $200 off. So it is a very good time to buy. This kit gives you breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks. Enough food for one person for 3 months. It provides over 2,000 calories a day for optimum strength and energy. And with this $200 off deal and free shipping, this might be a good time to stock up. And make sure you get 1 kit per person in your household so you don't run out. I was actually at one of these big box stores the other day and I spotted their emergency rations kit, and My Patriot Supply is a way better deal. So I feel very confident selling this product. With the world on the brink, give yourself that sense of security. Go to preparewithmrreagan.com right now and keep your family safe. That's preparewithmrreagan.com.
Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. Huh?
Those guys are gonna get shot. Step back. Think about it. All the senators and congressmen are in there right now. You break in, that's like breaking into the White House. They're gonna shoot you. Why don't you go do them? Go join them then.
Oh, I got my bike card. Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to read here from PJ Media. Ms. Taft has written here, a leaked video shows that at least one Washington, D.C. cop, and likely more, acted on January 6th as apparent agent provocateurs dressing as protesters outside the Capitol building and urging protesters toward the iconic building. See the video below. Congressman Barry Loudermilk says the authenticated GoPro video raises the question of why police officers who were identified as intelligence officers were working to stir up the crowd of protesters instead of working to stop an assault on the Capitol. At one point in the video, the unidentified police officer equipped with the camera said to another that he thought the idea was to get people inside the Capitol building and trap them inside. The observation by the undercover officer leads one to conclude that there was intelligence about the plan to attack the Capitol, and the apparent response by police was to let them do it and take pictures. Then another officer on the video saw people climbing on the scaffolding. He told the officer with the GoPro, "That's dangerous, somebody's going to get shot." A third officer said they're not going to shoot anybody, yet they encouraged and participated in the dangerous activity. As the group of officers worked their way through the crowd and to the scaffolding, they joined in with the protesters' chants, "Whose house? Our house." Loudermilk told the Just the News No Noise TV show, "We know that it's one of their officers, and at one point, it appears that he's definitely helping the people climb the scaffolding, and he's telling them, go, go, go." Naturally, the congressman wondered, why is an officer encouraging people to climb the scaffolding and go into the Capitol? Furthermore, he asked, why did the MPD, Metropolitan Police Department, decide to put undercover officers in the crowd? Was there intelligence that they had that was or was not passed on to Capitol Police? And what did the Capitol Police do with the evidence if they got it? So the Capitol Police and the Metropolitan Police, just, they're different, right? Capitol Police are specifically for the Capitol. Metropolitan Police are sort of the police officers for Washington, D.C. The Capitol Police were offered National Guard help by the Trump administration, which had been disturbed by intelligence reports of possible trouble. Those in charge of Capitol Police, including former Speaker Nancy Pelosi and D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, turned down the request for military presence. The outside of the Capitol building was not hardened, and the numbers of Capitol Police were not plussed up to deny entry. Just the News reported that a recent January 6th court case involving William and Michael Pope revealed the existence of this video. Okay, so that's why we have this video in the first place, which is fantastic. A defendant wanted a copy of the video, and federal prosecutors were concerned about it being out of their control, according to a court document describing its contents. Among the other ironies seen in this video is a warning to the officers by a person identified as a protester to be careful because Antifa provocateurs were among the crowd.
Yo, keep your eyes open for Antifa. We will. We are. That's why we're here.
Although Antifa types were seen in the crowd on the video following the January 6th riot, media, cops, and eventually the embarrassing January 6th committee tried to tamp down any talk about a leftist mob playing any kind of a role. Truth is, if Antifa hadn't been there, it might have been a first, considering that a violent left-wing mob and their allies in BLM closed roads, rioted, and set the historical President's Church on fire only months before in D.C. Federal prosecutors argued that the video wasn't germane to the Pope's case. They fretted that while the videos are not relevant in this case, it's possible that the videos may be relevant in other cases, either for prosecution or for the defense. They further argued, allowing these videos to be utilized in the manner in which the defendant now seeks may jeopardize the rights and safety of others who have been or may later be charged for their conduct on that day. Yeah, we can't let this video out because then people's rights may be jeopardized. Yeah, so they've written here, try not to laugh. Yeah, okay, because it's laughable. All right. The American people have the right to know if their police, institutions, and politicians are leveling with them about January 6th. This video and the effort to keep it from the public sure seem shady. I agree. They expect us to trust them. Sadly, after watching these charlatans on the executive floors of the FBI and the DOJ, it's clear we can't trust these people anymore. The congressman has sent a letter to law enforcement asking for more information about the police in the January 6th crowd on that day in 2021.
One question that's been out there, were there undercover law enforcement agents in the crowd? What were they doing there? I believe you got some information from the Metropolitan Police Department that there were some undercovers, including people that are shown in this footage that leaked on Rumble. Could you tell us what you've learned?
Yeah, we have. And look, I would expect in a large gathering like this that the U.S. Park Police, that's their jurisdiction up until you get on the Capitol grounds, that they would have, undercover officers out there just monitoring to make sure no one has weapons and that type of thing. But as we were finding out, there were maybe undercover officers from other federal departments, including the Metropolitan Police Department. The video that you're showing right now is something that has been out on Rumble. And I can tell you that from the information that we received from the Metropolitan Police Department, I can verify that this video is from a Metropolitan Police undercover officer. Now, the concern that we have is that at one point on this video, it appears that this officer is encouraging people to climb the scaffolding and go into the Capitol. And so this is the concerning part to me. And again, if you're going to go after the truth, you have to look at things very objectively. So we need to look at it from several angles, but it is really, really difficult to get beyond the fact that at one point, the person who is, this is a GoPro video camera that the Metropolitan Police Department sent us this same footage. So we know that it is one of their officers. And at one point, he is encouraging. And it appears he's encouraging, but he's definitely helping people climb the scaffolding, and he's telling them, go, go, go. So that opens the door of, okay, we have officers there. Why is an officer encouraging people to climb the scaffolding and go into the Capitol? And secondly, why did the MPD, Metropolitan Police Department, decide to put undercover officers in the crowd? Was there intelligence that they had that was or was not passed on to the Capitol Police, and what did the Capitol Police do with that evidence if they got it?
Yeah, fantastic. I think it's amazing reporting. Yeah, look, I think we all know what happened on January 6th. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it on YouTube, but you guys know what happened, and it's all BS, and everybody in the government is corrupt, and we need to fix this. So let's drain the swamp and get Trump elected in 2024. All right, that's it for me. And remember, it's not that liberal friends are ignorant. It's just that they know so much that is not so. Good night.
Together, with God's help, we can and will resolve the problems which now confront us. And after all, why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.